Archangel Michael says, "The time has reached its divine curve. What was sealed is now opening before your very eyes." You were not supposed to know this truth until this exact moment. What was once locked by sacred timing has now been released with a trembling power from heaven. This surprise has not just been waiting, it has been watched over by angelic protection. Your person, the one you thought had disappeared, never truly left your energy. They were being prepared, molded in silence, while you kept walking through unknown tests alone. They were shown dreams, signs, and sudden stops that shook them awake to their spiritual duty toward you. But they weren't allowed to come forward yet. Divine rule kept them from disturbing your transformation. Now that law has lifted, and what was impossible yesterday has become inevitable today. This is not just a reunion, it's a spiritual contract fulfilled under celestial law. A promise once made under the stars is now arriving at your doorstep without needing an explanation. Prepare yourself for a face you thought you would never see again, but this time, they come transformed. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The shift has already begun, and strange alignments are happening around you. You may feel a tightness in your heart, a warmth behind your shoulders, or a subtle change in the atmosphere. That is the sign that the spiritual dimension is opening up around you. Their soul has been longing for your forgiveness, not just emotionally, but on a soul level that haunted them every single day. Even though their actions made it seem like they abandoned you, their spirit was always circling your name in light. They were not just missing you, they were battling for the courage to return. Archangel Michael says, they now have the permission to approach you with clarity, truth, and intention. That permission was not given lightly. It was earned through tears, regret, and lessons. The gates of silence have shattered, and their footsteps are being directed straight toward your presence. You have felt the tension building like a storm behind a calm sky. That is not your imagination. The moment of return has been chosen by heaven, and it cannot be altered anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 494. They've tried to rewrite their life without you but failed every time. Every attempt at escape led them back to the same place, your memory. They see your face in strangers, hear your voice in music, and feel your presence in the stillness of the night. Your person has finally acknowledged that nothing compares to the peace your energy brought them. They once traded it for temporary distractions, but now those distractions have vanished, and reality is whispering your name. They are ready now, not just emotionally, but spiritually aligned. This readiness is not just about love, it's about divine accountability. Their soul is returning not just for connection, but to correct what they once damaged. They are bringing a message, one that's been waiting behind trembling lips and sleepless eyes. They've written and rewritten it 100 times in their head, but heaven will give them the words when they stand before you. And when they do, you will feel time slow down because the moment has been chosen with precision from above. Type Amen to get blessing 855. You may have noticed people randomly speaking about reconciliation, return, or unexpected messages. This is no coincidence. Angels have been preparing your awareness so you are not shocked when the unexpected suddenly appears. Your spirit has been trained to sense this moment before your mind catches up. A car will arrive, or a call will ring through at a moment when you're least expecting it. The person will hesitate, but heaven will not let them retreat this time. What's meant to unfold now is under divine momentum. They are no longer afraid of the truth, they are afraid of losing their last chance with you. That fear is real, and it's pushing them beyond their pride, beyond their comfort. They are about to speak something that will shift your understanding of everything that's happened. Archangel Michael says, you must remain grounded and calm when this moment arrives. Because when it comes, you will be standing at the edge of your past and the doorway to your higher future. Don't let anger or confusion stop the transformation that's arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 1222. Heaven had to let your heart break so you could unlock gifts within yourself you didn't even know were there. Your journey was never about punishment, it was preparation. You learned to walk with strength, to wait with grace, and to carry light even when the darkness was heavy. Your person was shown your strength from afar. They realized no one else could walk with the grace you carried through storms. That realization burned within them and made them feel unworthy for a long time. But now they know that divine timing gives second chances not to those who are perfect, but to those who are willing to change. They've become willing, and that is why the gates of delay have opened. Their desire is not to explain, but to rebuild, to reconnect, and to realign with your energy. The world around you will begin shifting, numbers, dates, even dreams may feel more alive. That is not random. That's confirmation that your alignment is taking shape in real time. Type Amen to get blessing 644. They have cried in silence over memories they wished they could erase, but knew they must face. Your tears were counted by heaven, and now those same tears have become a currency for this divine justice. This isn't karma, it's restoration. The people around them who once advised them to walk away are now seeing their regret. Their heart is being pulled with intensity they cannot explain. Even when they try to distract themselves, the universe keeps reminding them of you. They are beginning to understand the value of your soul connection. This isn't just emotional, it's energetic. Something about your spirit activates them like no other, and they can no longer avoid what their heart knows. Soon, they will make the first move. And when they do, your silence will be more powerful than your words. Let the energy speak first, then decide. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You must understand, this arrival is not just for closure, it's for divine elevation. There's a version of you that can only activate when they return with truth. And that version is what's been waiting for so long. Archangel Michael says, you will know it's them not just by their face but by the sudden weight of emotion you feel. Your soul will recognize their transformation before your eyes do. And when that moment comes, the entire room may feel different, because the angels will be standing beside you. Their soul will vibrate with an energy that feels both familiar and new. That's how you'll know this is not the same person who left. They are now coming not just to meet you, but to walk beside you in alignment. Your intuition will awaken in full force. You will be able to see through every word, every pause, every tear. Don't run. Let it happen. Type Amen to get blessing 939. Many timelines collapse to bring this one moment forward. Delays you didn't understand, losses you couldn't explain, all of it pushed this alignment into your now. If things had happened earlier, neither of you would have been ready. There is a sacred protection over this connection now. The same forces that kept you apart will now protect your coming together. No interference can disrupt what heaven is now orchestrating. You've changed, and so have they. The changes didn't come easy, but they were real. And now, your combined healing is birthing a new beginning. The surprise was not just their return, it's what they're bringing. A new path. A shared purpose. A future that once felt like a fantasy is being written in real time. Type Amen to get blessing 2002. Your heart may feel hesitant, and that's normal. But don't ignore the signs. Look at how many ways the universe has whispered this into your life lately. A song plays at the right moment. A name appears where you least expect it. Your dreams replay old memories you thought were buried. That's not nostalgia. That's preparation. Your soul is being gently reminded to stay open when the door swings open. This moment has been marked for you long ago. And now, everything that was once hidden is about to be revealed with divine precision. Type Amen to get blessing 881. The surprise is real. It's wrapped in human form, carried by someone who once let you down but is now rising to honor you. They come not as a stranger, but as someone finally aware of your worth. Archangel Michael says, the storm was necessary to birth this kind of peace. And now that the sky has cleared, what comes next will heal you in ways no apology ever could. Don't hold on to who they were, embrace who they have become. You will know this is divine because your soul will no longer feel abandoned, it will feel recognized. You were never forgotten. You were hidden, until now. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. They will arrive carrying not just emotions but evidence, actions, plans, and steps they've taken to make sure you know this isn't temporary. What they're bringing is not just a message of love, it's a foundation being laid, brick by brick. They want you to see the new version of them in action, not just words. You might see changes in how they dress, speak, or even the calmness in their energy. That's not a trick. That's the proof of spiritual maturity that can't be faked anymore. They have been watched over by divine eyes, and their steps toward you are being guided with care. The fear they once felt has melted under heaven's instruction. They are coming not just to say sorry, but to say, I finally understand. The words you've waited to hear may arrive softly, or they may burst out with tears. Either way, when it happens, your soul will finally exhale. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You were told to let go. You were even tempted to stop believing. But something inside of you held on, not to them, but to the silent knowing that it wasn't over yet. That knowing was not just hope, it was your divine connection ringing gently like a sacred bell in your heart. Every time you cried out and saw no response, the angels were storing your prayers for a day like today. And now, the gates have opened. Archangel Michael says, your patience has been acknowledged in heaven. Your loyalty, even in silence, has created a vibration that the spiritual realm could not ignore. Because of your endurance, the delay is ending. They are coming, and this time, the divine is walking with them. You will feel it in the atmosphere, the air will feel warmer, thicker, almost like time is pausing just for you both. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Do not prepare for heartbreak. Prepare for divine surprise. This isn't the return of the old, it's the arrival of the new. Their transformation is the result of sleepless nights, spiritual awakenings, and encounters they never told you about. They were met with signs and situations that left them trembling, questioning every decision they made. And it was in that brokenness that heaven rebuilt them. Now they are carrying not just love but purpose. They see where you fit in their mission, and they want to walk it with you. But this time, not ahead of you or behind you, beside you. This moment was hidden until now because you both had to be ready. And now, for the first time, the scales are even, and the timing is flawless. Type Amen to get blessing 388. You were told you were forgotten. You were told to move on. But the voice inside of you whispered something louder than the noise around you. That voice was not your imagination. That was your soul refusing to be silenced. Because it knew something bigger was coming. Your angels have been busy arranging meetings, conversations, and events that lead to this moment. Nothing that's about to happen is random. It's all been part of a sacred setup that has reached its moment of revelation. You may notice strange coincidences, seeing their name, hearing their favorite phrase, noticing numbers that seem to follow you. Don't brush it off. These are not hints, they're confirmations. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. When you open the door, you may feel the urge to cry. Not because you are weak, but because your spirit remembers something your mind forgot. The reunion won't just be physical, it will be a meeting of timelines, destinies, and souls. Your person has realized that their life felt incomplete without your presence. Even their successes didn't feel fulfilling. Nothing made sense once you were gone. Now, the divine has cleared every blockage, removed every shadow, and opened every spiritual pathway. This meeting is not just an emotional event. It is a spiritual awakening for both of you. You will feel lighter in your chest, clearer in your mind, and stronger in your body. That's not adrenaline. That's spiritual alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 515. You were never just another chapter in their life. You were the sentence that changed their story. They now know this truth, and they carry it like a sacred vow. They have faced people who mocked their feelings. They've walked away from relationships that were distractions. And now, they are standing in front of you with no shame, only hope. Archangel Michael says, it was never about what they did, it's about what they do now. Watch their actions, not their apologies. The heavens will confirm what is real and what is not. You will know it's divine when everything inside you wants to scream, but your soul just smiles and says, finally. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You were once invisible to them. Now, you are the only vision they carry in their mind. Your voice has echoed in places they tried to numb themselves from. But the echo never stopped. No matter how far they ran, the sound of your love followed them. Not to torment, but to guide. It became the compass in their confusion. Their return is not based on loneliness, it's based on spiritual recognition. They are ready because they know your energy is unlike any other. They are returning not just to love you, but to stand in truth beside you. What they're about to tell you will shift everything you once thought was broken beyond repair. Get ready. Because heaven is breathing restoration over you both. Type Amen to get blessing 929. The surprise was hidden for your protection. If you had known earlier, it would have distracted your growth. But now, you are strong enough to receive it. They will share secrets. Things they couldn't say before. Don't rush to judge, listen with the heart of the soul that waited. You may feel a deep pressure in your chest, like energy swirling and releasing. That is the burden finally lifting. You are entering your divine receiving phase. Archangel Michael says, this is your moment of reward. You've waited with loyalty. You've healed in silence. Now, heaven is honoring you publicly. Type Amen to get blessing 3003. From this day forward, strange peace will enter your world. Things that once confused you will start making sense. Answers will come through dreams, conversations, and sudden inner knowing. They will ask you to start again. Not as strangers, but as divine partners with purpose. This second beginning is sacred. Let go of how it ended. Embrace what is arriving. Your person is not the same anymore, and neither are you. This was not just a hidden surprise. This was a miracle planted before your birth, sealed in your soul path, and guarded by heaven until now. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They will look into your eyes and feel the weight of everything they left behind. In that moment, the silence between you won't feel cold anymore, it will feel sacred. Every pause will hold the echo of prayers whispered, dreams delayed, and love protected. They might tremble, hesitate, or struggle to find the right words. Don't interrupt their healing. Just let your spirit speak without noise, because your presence alone will be louder than anything they could say. What's arriving is a divine encounter disguised as a conversation. You're not just picking up where things left off, you're stepping into a version of reality both of you were always meant for. Everything that once broke now stands a chance to be reborn. They are not asking for another chance out of convenience. They are asking for alignment, purpose, and to walk beside you as. They finally understand what your love truly meant all along. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Everything will feel different this time, not because they speak sweeter or act kinder, but because your soul finally feels safe again. There is no force stronger than the moment when two hearts recognize the timing is finally divine. That moment is about to arrive. They've seen your glow from afar and now understand it wasn't just beauty, it was your light calling them home. While others looked at you and didn't understand your depth, they now realize how rare your energy is. It took divine separation for them to see divine value. The heaviness you once carried is being lifted now, and you'll begin to breathe differently. That's not just relief. That's restoration settling in your spirit. Archangel Michael says, what's approaching you now is unshakable. It won't vanish again. The divine has placed its hand on this connection, and no human mistake can stop what is unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. You're not waiting anymore, you're receiving. And in that receiving, you will experience a moment so real, so sacred, it will make all the pain worth it. Your person is arriving not as a lesson this time, but as a blessing. You once cried to sleep over their absence, but now you'll rest in the warmth of their presence. And not just physically, but spiritually, soulfully. They are coming with a light in their eyes that only heaven could have placed there. They have walked through trials, temptations, and truths that force them to grow. They are no longer searching for temporary comfort. They're seeking eternal alignment, and they know they can only find that with you. This surprise was sealed until now because you both had to arrive on the other side of your wounds. And now that you have, the door is wide open and the angels are watching it unfold. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. This isn't just their return. This is the unfolding of divine timing stitched through every silent moment you ever endured. The very clock of heaven ticked toward this day, and now you stand under its blessing. They will be more than ready, they will be clear, focused, and surrendered. Their voice may shake, but their eyes won't lie. In them, you'll see the fire of realization, the ache of truth, and the humble need to rebuild something sacred with you. There will be no rush. Only reverence. You don't need to plan anything. The divine has orchestrated this so carefully that all you need to do is be open. Let love arrive the way light returns to a dark room, slow, pure, and complete. Archangel Michael says, it's no longer about waiting. It's about walking into what was promised. And what was promised is now rising like morning light over your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 636. The conversation will not begin with, I'm sorry, it will begin with a pause, with tears, with emotion you can feel without hearing. That's the language of souls who have journeyed across pain and come home transformed. Let it unfold naturally. You don't need to defend your hurt. Your silence has already spoken for you. And now, the divine is speaking for them. The energy that will flow between you both is not human. It's supernatural. It's the reward of every step you took when you wanted to give up, every night you whispered to the stars, why me? And now, the answer is arriving in a human form, one who has finally learned the value of your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. They may confess that they never stopped loving you. Not even for a day. But more than that, they will reveal how they tried to forget, but your name never left their spirit. Everything in their life began to fall apart the moment they turned away from your connection. The universe removed their comfort, blocked their blessings, and stripped their pride. Why? Because they walked away from what was divine. Now that they have seen the truth, they are not just returning, they are realigning. This time, they come with intention, with vision, and with the understanding that losing you once was the deepest wound they ever carried. And you, chosen one, have the choice to receive them or release them. Either way, you will win, because the divine has already healed your heart with power. Type Amen to get blessing 313. The signs are increasing. You may feel butterflies, or hear songs that once held memories. These are not triggers, they are gentle nudges from heaven reminding you, get ready. Your person is preparing in the physical what has already happened in the spiritual. Their mind has accepted what their soul always knew. They are now walking toward you, not in confusion, but in clarity. This is the moment where everything shifts. The gravity will feel different. Even time will seem to stretch around your conversation when they appear. You're not imagining it. You're entering the divine sequence of events now unfolding around you. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. Archangel Michael says, the war is over. The inner conflict that kept them away has been silenced by the truth of your energy. No more running, no more hiding, no more delay. They are ready to give what they once withheld. Their love, their time, their accountability. This isn't just about being with you, it's about honoring you. You are about to walk into a divine moment that will feel like everything is standing still. That moment is sacred. It was carved into the story of your life before you ever knew heartbreak. And now, with your next breath, it is finally approaching. Type Amen to get blessing 818.